Hey, Kevin here with another Flippin' Dork Flips and Finds video of the week. These are some of the items in the last couple of days that I have either found or have sold. And this video will be kind of during this weekend. Today's just Friday, so it's just getting started. The first item here that I found, I should have put in this last video. I bought it along with all the other stuff at Goodwill, but I'll show it here. This is a Conair Infinity Pro Curl Secret 2.0. Alright, brand new in the box. The box just has a little bit of a damaged corner. But when I opened it up and looked inside, everything is still wrapped in the plastic. It still has, it's all the cords are bound up, so I don't think it was ever used. I think it's brand new. Anyway, they had it at $14.99, and a lot of times you look at, curling irons and hair dryers and things, and they have them, at least at Goodwill, they might be about 15 bucks. And you look them up, and they're worth like, $20 or whatever. So I just thought I'd look this up because it's in good shape, and it had a 2017 date on there. So I assume that they probably bought this out from Target like they do a lot of things. Anyway, I looked it up on eBay on the comps, and I was really surprised at what they were going for. They were going anywhere from about $50 to $80, so they're worth quite a bit of money. So before Christmas, of course, they were at the high end. Now they're more in that 60s, 70s. But I listed mine a little bit high. We'll see what happens. There were several up there. And I put a best offer so that I have a little bit of wiggle room to take an offer. But I put it at $74.95, and we'll see what happens. I figure it will probably sell somewhere in the 60s though, but that's a great turnaround. I paid $15, probably be about $8 to $10 to ship. So I'm in it for what, 25 bucks, and it should at least go for 60 something. So that would be great. That'd be a really nice profit on that. Okay, next one. This actually sold this morning or last night. And this is a set of Remington Hot Rollers. I'm going to do it here, kind of show you. Picked this up at a yard sale for $3, which is kind of expensive for some of the rollers I found. And if you see here, it has this little thing right here. I believe that these actually had the little metal pins or clips or whatever you call them, but they were missing. But when I bought them, the lady supplied me with these plastic clips instead. All right, they all fit just fine. I tested out, it does work. I paid $3, like I said, and I was just buying it. I couldn't get internet access, so I wasn't sure how much it was worth. It wasn't worth a lot. It ended up selling for $22.50. So after shipping, because I'm gonna pay free, I put free shipping, so I have to pay the shipping. So I'll probably make like $10 on it, maybe, if that. So it's not a real good turnaround. I'm gonna be very careful about buying these. Like this was a great buy. I will still continue to try to find pieces like that, or items like that, but curlers like these, the little bit more modern looking ones, don't do that well. For whatever reason, people still like the ones that look like they're from the 80s or the 90s, the old graphics, the ugly colors, hair crimpers for the, the jagged crimp and all that. Those sell really well for a lot of money, but the newer ones are just kind of whatever. So I have two more, and when they sell, I'm gonna be a lot more careful when I pick them up. Okay, next sale right here is this Coleman cooler, a Personal 8. They call it that because it can hold 8 cans inside, all right? Like 8 soda cans, beer cans, whatever. And I never have looked at these as coolers. I've always looked at these as lunch boxes. My dad had one of these when I was growing up. I used one when I first worked at a summer job at a lead smelter. I carried one of these. And I just imagine, guys that work construction, manual labor, or whatever, they want lunch boxes like these because it's really heavy duty, durable. The ones they make nowadays just aren't quite this nice. What's cool about Coleman coolers is they print everything on the bottom. So right here it has the model number. This is a 5272, and they also have a date code here. All right, it looks like a clock, 12, and all the way around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah blah. That's the months, and then they have a year on there and then a little line. So this one, the line points to 12, so it was made in December, and the year date code is 86. So this is from 1986. Now a lot of times when you find these, they're white, and then the top will be maroon or red, green, blue. I think there might even be some yellows. There's also a little bit bigger sizes. But anyway, the Coleman Personal 8s, I had about 5 or 6 of these, and I sold all of them. This is the last one to go. Several of them sold several months back. All of a sudden, just a bunch of them sold right before Christmas. And this is the last one to go. But I paid $2 at, I think it was Salvation Army, and that's where I got most of them, but I did find a few at garage sales locally. And when people are selling these at garage sales, they'll get rid of them really cheap because they don't think they're worth anything at all. So most of them I paid like $1 or $2. And anyway, I sold it for $29.95. And I am going to pay shipping. It's a little heavy. The last ones I shipped were all like $10. I think there was one that went way out and it was almost $15 to ship. So the shipping is a little bit of a killer. So if I ever find any more of these, I'll charge shipping on them. But anyway, they do sell really well. I think or I know Coleman doesn't quite make them like this anymore, so people want these nice heavy duty ones. You just want to make sure it's clean, not all like, you know, marked up with names written on it and like big chunks missing and all that. Just make sure it's in good shape. But that's a pretty good seller. So that's what I got so far. I'm going to go ahead and pack these two up, get them shipped out, and if any more sales happen, I will let you know. Alrighty, so now it is Saturday. I want to show you a couple of sales and a find that I picked up. So first sale, I showed these before a few times. They finally sold for real this time. The last time a guy bought them, then he told me he did not want them shipped to him. And I also had a guy flake out that was in Alaska. So this is the third time that I had a deal on these, but they sold and paid for. Got no response back from, you know, hey, I don't want them or whatever. So I am going to ship them out. These are Under Armour. They have like a mountain bike tread on them. I've showed them a bunch of times. Anyway, I paid $34.99 at Ross, and I sold them for $99.95. So after shipping, after fees, I'll probably make about $50-something on them. So finally got a good deal off of those. The second sale is this. I don't remember if I showed this in a previous video or not, but it's a somewhat recent purchase. This is a Levi Strauss jacket, trucker jacket. Kind of vintagey, probably not super old. I would guess maybe 90s, maybe 80s, something like that. Men's extra large. It's in good shape. I don't think it had any stains or anything. Just, you know, just kind of a little bit of discoloring on the collars from use and all that, but no bad stains or holes or rips or anything. Anyway, I got this at Goodwill for $4.50. I listed it for $51.95. I think I had it higher. I probably had it at like $55 or $57. And I'm pretty sure a week or two ago I dropped the price. And every time I do that, for some reason it gets rid of the free shipping. And I didn't catch that. So the person that bought this is also going to pay $10.65 in shipping. So total, that is what, 62 something dollars they're paying for this. So that's a pretty good flip on a $4.50 jacket. All right, and then a find I picked up was from last night. We went to town and went to TJ Maxx to look at some stuff, and I saw this there. They had several of them, so I'm gonna test it out and see if this works. This is retail arbitrage on, you can see that there at Pendleton. All right, so this is a Pendleton blanket. I have sold a few Pendleton shirts. I have a Pendleton jacket. It's really cool. This is just polyester. This is not like the super nice, like a really good Pendleton blanket would be wool. It would be vintage. This is not, but it doesn't matter. They had it clearanced for $25. And when I looked these up, they were selling for right around $50, give or take a couple of dollars. So I'm going to try to flip it. Paid $25. It's not too heavy. So I'd imagine less than $10 a ship. That'd take me up to $35. So if I sell it for about $50, we'll see if I can make about $15 to $20 on it. And then if it does sell quickly and the money works out, they had about 5 or 6 more of these that I'll go grab and see if I can flip them. But I just decided to try one right now. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it's made pretty nice, but it's not as nice as the vintage stuff. So anyway, that is the sales so far today. If any more happen, I'll put them on the video. And now it is Sunday afternoon. I'm a little under the weather, so I haven't been real active with sales and buying and all that, but I did find a few things. I have not sold anything locally this week. That table set I bought last weekend was not a good buy. I'm still holding on to that, waiting for someone to ask about them. I also did not find anything locally. I just haven't felt like it, but I did go to Goodwill yesterday afternoon when I was feeling a little bit better. So here's a few things I found. All right, first one was pretty cool. This is a Kodak A250 50-in-1 card reader. It's brand new in the box. In the packaging, I paid $3 at Goodwill. They had just brought it out on the racks. I looked them up. They were selling for about $25 or $27, somewhere around there. So I'm going to shoot on the high end at about $27 and see what happens. So paid $3. It'll be about $3 to ship. So when it's all said and done, after fees and all that, probably end up making about $18 on it, $19, something like that. So that's a pretty good little find. All right, and then the next one here, I've been passing on a lot of clothes. I'm trying to not buy too many, but I thought these were too cool to not buy, although they could be a mistake. I don't know. Okay, first one's really cool. Vintage flannel shirt. This is Big Mac brand for JCPenney. I don't know how old this is. I'm assuming probably 70 or maybe 80s. I just thought the color was kind of cool. You don't see a lot of flannel shirts that are kind of lemon lime looking, green, yellow, and white. And it's in good shape, a little bit pilling from age, but there's no rips, tears, no stains, not missing any buttons, anything like that. Paid $3.50. I believe it will probably sell for probably around 20 to 25 bucks. We'll see. I'll just list it, basically take an offer, get rid of it, because I do have too many clothes right now. I'm trying to get rid of them, but it was hard to pass on that. Okay, here's another one. I didn't even look this one up, but I thought it was really cool. I've showed you in the past, I've had some disco shirts. I sold one, I picked up one. I think they were both shown on the previous videos. Here's another one. This one's short sleeve though. It's like, I don't remember what it says it is. Is it polyester? I don't know. It doesn't say, but it feels like polyester. Little, well, I guess there's a little stretch to it. But anyway, it's navy blue with paisley. It has really cool buttons. They're kind of pearly, looking pearly blue. What I thought was cool about this is it reminds me of something that Cosmo Kramer would have worn on Seinfeld. So I'm going to use that in my listing. I will mention Cosmo Kramer, Seinfeld, that type of deal. I thought this was really cool. Probably 70s again. I paid $3.50. I don't even know. I'll have to look this one up. I'm going to assume somewhere between maybe 15 to 30 bucks. I think right now, if I listed it in the middle of winter, it probably would not sell well, but if I hold on to it for a little bit, it'll be worth more money. So I'm kind of going back and forth. I might hold on to it a little longer, but we'll assume about 20 bucks on that. Okay, here's another one. I thought this was really cool. All right, this is pearl snap, but again, short sleeve. I may want to wait on this, but this had really cool details on it. All right, again, this is another vintage shirt. This one made in USA, rock mount ranch wear from Denver, Colorado, custom fitted. So I think this would actually be worth pretty good money. I got it at Goodwill, paid $3.50. I like the details. It has that, it's not plaid. Can't think what this pattern's called, but anyway, you know, blue and white. Is it chiffon? Or, I don't know. Anyway, it's got the pearl snaps with the little pointy pockets. They're really cool piping detail there. Same thing on the back. This just has the look. I think this will do really well, but again, I think I might hold on to it a little longer. I might go ahead and list it anyway, but I paid $3.50. I think this will go at least between 20 and 30, but who knows? It might be. I might be able to get like 35 out of it or so. We'll just see. I need to look it up. Kind of like this shirt. I just thought they were so cool that I bought them, and usually that's a mistake, so we'll see. All right, so the last thing here was pretty interesting. All right, got a bag right here full Cabbage Patch Dolls. All right, so about half of them don't have any clothes or accessories, and half do. There's 6 of them here. Let's start loading them up. They're actually in pretty decent shape. I mean, they are obviously missing clothes, but they're not too scuzzy or dirty. I went through and I cleaned up their faces with some rubbing alcohol. Some of them had a little bit of marker and dirt. This little baby right here has some kind of, I don't know what that is. It had something on there I couldn't really clean off, but I tried to clean it the best I could. But these were all, I was really hoping I could get them for 50 cents, but they charged me $1 each, which I think is still a pretty good deal. So I got 6 of them here, paid $6, and what I did, I had the idea, because I had so many, there's no clothes, there's, you know, they're very incomplete. So when I looked them up on eBay to decide if I wanted to buy them or not, what I did is I looked up Cabbage Patch Doll lot. And there were people selling lots of them. And so some of them were, you know, Cabbage Patch Doll clothes lots and just different things like that. But I think, because these are all vintage, all the tags say 1978 to like 1983, so they're all really old. I think I can sell all these as just one bundle for probably between 40 and 50 bucks. That's what I'm going to shoot for, so we'll see. I mean, they're not too terribly heavy, so I don't think it'll be too crazy to ship. Maybe 10 bucks, 12, something like that. So I'll probably have, what, 18 in them, something like that shipping, and by the time I ship them out. So hopefully I can sell them for like close to 50. I think that'd be really cool. It's just a little experiment I'm trying out. I thought it'd be interesting to sell some type of bundle. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and this ended up being perfect. They're all vintage, they're all pretty decent shape, and there's still enough people out there that want them that I think they might sell pretty well. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and just call the video here. If anything sells later tonight, I'll just add it into the next video. I need to get some pictures taken of these, get them listed, and then start working on this video. So if you liked it, go ahead, hit the thumbs up. It'd be really, really cool if you could subscribe, since I'm trying to grow the channel. And again, thanks for checking it out.